Hello, friends. Happy Friday. I am just in awe that I've recorded and published over 80 episodes. Y'all have just been such a blessing to me in listening to this, sharing this podcast with your friends and family members and people who need to grow a business, taking advantage of SEO and marketing smarter, not harder. So thank you guys so much for your support. We've crossed over 25,000 downloads, and that is just beyond exciting. This podcast is ranked the top 1.5% in the world, like the whole entire world. And I'm just beyond floored at, first and foremost, the goodness of God to enable me to use something like as simple as SEO to be a blessing to people and help, people to reach their people with their gifts. So thank you guys so much for your support there. If you haven't shared this podcast with some friends who are in business, please do. And if you have not left a written review, that is also extremely helpful. But without further ado, let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. So today, I'm going to talk to you about some more SEO basics, but not just SEO basics, how to prioritize SEO as a busy entrepreneur without losing your mind. Because I know that SEO, it really can be a black hole. And I have heard that from so many people. And I've heard that from people who know just as much about SEO as I do, or people who know even more. So if you're like, oh my gosh, Faith, I'm about to hyperventilate with all this SEO stuff that I have to learn, take a minute, take a deep breath, and know that there is a way to prioritize SEO as a busy entrepreneur and still keep your brain intact. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. Okay, friends, so I was not planning on doing this, but I actually want to start off this episode today with a Bible verse, which I know you're like, hi, Faith. SEO basics and a Bible verse, please tell me how you're going to make the connection. Oh, don't worry. I will. But here's the verse that I want to share with you today. Matthew 11:28 through 30. And then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light." So now to the part of how does this connect to SEO? Just you wait. So I know that as, an entrepreneur, no matter what level of entrepreneurship you're at, it's really tempting to feel like you have to do all the things, carry all the things, and you have to bear the burden for success on your own shoulders. But I want to encourage you today that there is a way to do things, to do the exact same thing, to do it in a way that feels easy and light, or to do it in a way that feels heavy and cumbersome and hard. And I know for me, I have to daily check myself before I wreck myself about how I am carrying things. Am I carrying my to-do list? Am I carrying this in a way that feels hard and heavy and overwhelming and frustrating? Or am I saying, hey, Jesus, you said you would help me. Maybe I should ask you for help and lean into you and lean into your ways. The Message translation, I'm going to paraphrase it for you, but the Message translation of that same passage says, it talks about the rhythms of grace. And one of the things that I really, really strive to do as a business owner and as a mom and as a wife and as a daughter of the King, like in all of the areas of life, is to be in step with the rhythm that God has for that day and even that moment. And I know that when you're digging into something new, it can feel really, really hard. And if you are trying to prioritize SEO to get found, to get leads from your website, to get more website traffic, so that you're not always having to hustle on social media, learning to implement SEO can feel really hard, but it doesn't have to, okay? And so I have just some really very simple but very effective tips for you today about how to prioritize SEO in a way that it actually works for your business to get you more website traffic, to get you more leads, but let's do it in a way that our brains don't fall out or we don't turn into angry humans that nobody wants to be around, okay? So, ready? Okay, so the first thing that I'm just going to kind of break apart for you is I basically categorize my SEO projects or my SEO focus projects or whatever in like one of two categories. One, is it website SEO, like something that I set up and forget, I recheck all of that like every 3 to 6 months. Or is it like my ongoing SEO-friendly content strategy, okay? Which BT dubs, if you're not writing blogs for your business, you are missing out on some great opportunities to get traffic and get leads for your business, okay? So right now, what we're going to mainly talk about is like the ongoing SEO stuff, the content strategy, how to make SEO a priority in the stuff that you're churning out daily, weekly, or even monthly to get leads and get traffic from your website, okay? So the main thing that I want you to keep in mind here, write this across the top of your paper in big bold letters, okay, is when you are prioritizing SEO, you will always want to write things in a way that people are searching, okay? Now, I use this example on the product SEO tips, but it bears across like all of the topics. So let's say somebody is searching for, let's say you sell jeans, right? Are people in today's world, are they searching for bell bottoms or are they searching for flares, right? You're going to write about the same pair of jeans, right? Same thing in a way that they're searching for it. If they're searching for flare jeans, you're going to write an article on 5 ways to style flare jeans if you have a long torso like Faith Hannon. Not really, but please, somebody do. And if they're writing about if people are searching bell bottoms, then you're going to write the same content, but you're going to use the word bell bottoms instead of flare jeans, okay? Do you see the difference there? So know that whatever you're doing with your SEO content strategy, you have to write things in a way that people are searching, okay? Now to the juicy part, how to prioritize SEO content, right? Writing things in a way that people are searching for them, this ongoing content strategy, this stuff that you have to be producing, right? How do you prioritize that without losing your marbles, okay? Tip number one, there's 5 tips. 3 of them are a little more technical. The first 2 are not so technical, okay? 5 tips. How to prioritize SEO without losing your mind. Number 1, I want you to brainstorm keyword ideas separate from your keyword research tool or even separate from your computer altogether. Now, I actually have started doing a little bit of this. I would like to do more, but I read a book called Steal Like an Artist from Austin Kleon, I think is how you say his name. I don't know. But he talked about having a separate workspace, like separate from tech, like all tech, no tech on this workspace, and just writing things out by hand. And I am very much a pen and paper kind of person for a lot of things. And I've found that when I'm not typing, sometimes I'm more creative. Sometimes my brain gets a little more free and things just flow better, okay? So I want you to, if possible, brainstorm keyword ideas completely separate from your keyword research tool, like Ubersuggest, or even just your computer altogether, separate from your computer. Because what that does is it takes the pressure off of your ideas. It helps you to not judge your ideas, but just to get ideas out there. If you were like, Faith, I don't even know where to start with keyword research, then I want you to check out these episodes. Episode number 13, episodes. Though I actually have a whole blog series on writing keyword-rich content, which is episodes 32 through 36. I want you to check out episode 62, and episode 63 and 28 are great coaching calls where you learn the flow of finding keywords. So if you don't even know where to start with keyword research or you want a refresher, go back and listen to those episodes. But now that you've brainstormed keyword ideas, I want you to take those keywords, right? You're going to take all of those ideas and then you're going to do the actual keyword research. But I want you to do the brainstorm the ideas separate from the actual research, especially when you're first starting out, okay? So then step number two is I want you to block off time, just one time a week or even one time a month for your content keyword research for your ongoing SEO strategy. And then if you just want to be like in a super good flow with it and you want to plan out your content, months and months and months and months and months in advance, you could actually do this like quarterly, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to redo your entire world in one setting, okay? Know that even step-by-step changes do make a difference, okay? So just to recap, you need to write everything in a way that people are searching. That's the overarching theme here, okay? And then to prioritize SEO without losing your mind, you got to brainstorm your keyword ideas separate from your keyword research tool and then block off time, one time a week, one time a month, or even quarterly to do keyword research for your content, okay? Now we're going to get into the more technical stuff, the more technical side of SEO, because this matters too. And I don't want this to get overlooked and then you have a bunch of broken technical things and you're busting your tush on your blog strategy and you're like, but Faith, it's not working. Because some of these technical things, they can feel really overwhelming to fix, but in reality, they don't take too much time, okay? So the technical stuff, all right? First off, I need you to make sure that your site has an SSL certificate. What in the heck does this mean? This means that Google or whoever has verified that your site is secure. Now, most website platforms will do this for you automatically. Some of them, like GoDaddy, make you pay extra for this, which I think is poop. Now, one of my things that I just love so much about Showit, and there's so many reasons I love Showit, but if you just message Showit and be like, hi, I don't have an SSL certificate for my site, they will fix it. Bless them. They will fix it for you. It's amazing. Ask me how I know. And then the next thing I need you to check, number 4 tip over here in this world, is has your sitemap been submitted? Okay, what your sitemap is it's essentially a map of how your content on your site is organized. Now, when you submit this to Google, it basically gives Google a structure to crawl your site. And they say, oh, this is how things are structured. Okay, great. This makes it easier for Google to crawl your content and index it, aka show it to people when they search for what you have, okay? Now there's really pretty basic steps here that I have for you. If you are like, I don't even know where my sitemap is, Faith, please help. A great way to find this is you go to like your website, right? Like mine is whatever your website is, like awesomecowboyboots.com/sitemap.xml. Okay. And if you have a WordPress hosted site, it's going to give you like a few of the sitemaps that it has for your site. And what that does is it just has the different ways that content and pages are categorized on for your site. Like if you have a blog, you'll have one for tags, you'll have one for categories, you're going to have one for pages, okay? So if you have more than one sitemap, don't freak out. It's not broken. All it is your site is being categorized in different ways so that if people search for things, it gives it a different ways for things to come up, right? In the structure, okay? And then you're going to submit this to Google Search Console. Now, I could give you some really boring to listen to instructions in your earbuds of how to submit this, but really, y'all just Google how to submit your sitemap to Google Search Console, okay? And it'll show you how to do it. And you just do that real quick, real easy, and it's going to help the technical side of your SEO if you have your sitemaps submitted to Google, because then Google's going to be able to figure out, oh, this is how they have things structured. Okay, great. Let me crawl that, see what it's all about, and index it, okay? Now, if you just blanked out with all of that, please, please, please go grab the SEO cheat sheet. The SEO terms cheat sheet. It's linked below. It's something that I keep updated on the reg, okay? Now, number 5, if you have a bunch of broken links on your website, okay? Like you linked to something and then you went back and changed the URL, which BT dubs is a big fat no-no. Please don't do that. But if you have a bunch of broken links, go try to fix those a few at a time. Maybe if you have, 5, 10, 20, whatever, then just make a plan to fix 5 a day, okay? And then ask Google to re-index those sites, check them again is what that means, on Google Search Console, okay? So some super simple SEO basics about how to prioritize SEO as a busy entrepreneur without losing your mind. If this stuff was helpful to you, I would be so happy to hear about it. And if you have not yet signed up for the Keyword Research Bootcamp, grab that link in the show notes, go sign up. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do keyword research, how to do it in a way that's applicable for your business, and the categories of keywords that you need for your website, okay? It is not one giant sales pitch. You're going to walk away with practical, tactical tips that serious business, if you never buy anything from me, these things will help your business. And if you're just like, Faith, please just fix my keywords for me, figure out the keywords for me, fix the SEO stuff for me, like nope, do it for me, fix it please, then go ahead and book an SEO call. I think maybe I have one left for the month. I have to check, but they book out fast because I don't have a lot of spots, but I really do love to just get in there and help you figure out your keywords for your website. So I'm excited for the things we have coming up, and thank y'all for listening. Have a great, great rest of your day and a good weekend. Love ya. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts? That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.